To the men's doubles, we turn our attention now to the men's singles, and Alex Lanier of France, who could become the youngest ever winner of a Super Series or World Tour equivalent title in the men's singles, is up against the experienced Chou Tien Chen of Chinese Taipei. Chou Tien Chen in his second final here. He was beaten in the final 2 years ago. And when we look at the men's singles draw from the quarter-final stage, only 2 seeds at quarter-final stage and 5 different flags. 3 players from Japan, the home players, doing extremely well. One came through to the semi-final stage, Kodai Naraoka, but then lost to Chou Tien Chen. Well, this is the race to the World Tour finals, and with Chou Tien Chen already at #1, win or lose today's final, he will remain at #1. Naraoka, who we saw was in the semi-final, he will come into the top 10 at #6, and Alex Lanier, who is way down at 37 at the moment, will still not be in the top 20 after this extraordinary week in Japan. Alex Lanier, the 19-year-old from France, trying to become the youngest ever winner of a Super Series or World Tour equivalent in the men's singles discipline. First ever player from France in a Super 750 final. Previous best was Brice Loverdays, who reached the semi-final of the 2016 Denmark 750 event. We have, of course, had a French pair in a final of a Super 1000. That was Giquel and Delroux last year at the China Open. But this is a new level in men's singles for a French player. So to Chou Tien Chen in his second final here at the Japan Open, 2 years after he was beaten by Kenta Nishimoto in Osaka. And if he were to win today, he will become the second oldest winner of a men's singles title at either Super Series or a World Tour equivalent event. For the record, he's 34 years of age, 7 months and 17 days. The oldest winner of this level of tournament was, of course, Lin Dan at the Malaysian Open in 2019, aged 35, 5 months and 24 days. Well, this will be just a second meeting between these two players. The only previous occasion was in the semi-final in Saarbrücken last year, when Chou Tien Chen came through in 3 thrilling games, a match lasting 1 hour and 12 minutes. So I believe Lanier has won the toss of the coin, and I think he chose to serve. Am I right there, Steen?
Yeah, I think so. And Chou decided to stay on the near side of the court.
Which I suspect for singles players is the more difficult end, because he's hitting with the drift, so it's more difficult to control shots to the back of the court. 19 years of age, extraordinary. This former world #1 on the junior world rankings, currently 29, which is his highest on the senior world rankings, from the port city of capital of Calvados in Normandy in northern France. Playing his first Japan Open, and it's a second consecutive final in World Tour events in a calendar year, because he was beaten in the final of the Canadian Open, lost out to Watanabe in Canada. Look at his results there. The Olympic bronze medalist and number 6 seed Li Xijia in the first round, Wadoyo in the second round, the winner from 2 years ago, Nishimoto, in the quarterfinal, and the current world #1, Shi Yuqi, in 1 hour and 23 minutes in yesterday's semi-final. Extraordinary set of results. So to the experienced Chou Tien Chen. He was born in Taipei at 180, and that's just under 5'11". This is incredibly his 13th consecutive Japan Open. He's a big supporter of this event, and given the fact that he won the Thai Masters earlier this year, he has now been in at least one final every year for 14 consecutive years. That's extraordinary for a men's singles player. And as you can see, he's breezed through to the final, beating Kodai Naraoka from 12-14 down in the opening game, won 9 straight points to close it out 21-14, and went 6-love up in the second game. So he won a total of 15 consecutive points in his semi-final to beat Kodai Naraoka, who was the silver medalist from last year's World Championships. Through to the final without dropping a game is very impressive by anyone's standards. So our court officials for this one, Sakamoto in the umpire's chair and Miyazaki in the service judge's chair.
There's the coach of Alex Lanier, that's Kęstutis Navickas, the former Lithuanian international.
And Victoria Cow has
Ladies and gentlemen,
Chou Tien Chen's coaching
on my right,
chair.
Chou Tien Chen, Chinese Taipei. And on my left, Alex Lanier, France. Alex Lanier to serve, love ball, play.
So 2 unseeded players do battle for the men's singles title here at the Daihatsu Japan Open. Just a fraction wide there from the French youngster, Alex Lanier.
Love.
First time we've had an all-unseeded men's singles final here in Japan in the Super Series and World Tour era. And it's only the second ever at this level of World Tour events in the World Tour era. The last time we had an all-unseeded final in the men's singles at a 750 was, of course, last year at the Denmark Open when the left-handed Wen Liang of China beat Li Xijia. Well, it's been a very positive start by Chou Tien Chen, hasn't it, Steve? I know it's only 2 points, but he's come out with intent.
I've been looking so much forward to this final here because I saw some of Chou's match against Kodai Naraoka yesterday, and he was totally dominant. He looked to be in a fantastic playing mood, and also seen a couple of Lanier's matches, and he has indeed been the fresh breath of air in this tournament for Frenchmen. So I think we can hope for a really, really good match.
Well, I was telling you that he could become the youngest ever men's singles winner in the Super Series and World Tour era of World Tour events, equivalent to a Super Series, which is 500 and above. But he's not the youngest ever men's singles finalist, and that honour is still with Victor Axelsen, who reached the final of the French Open, aged 18 years, 9 months and 24 days. And after that final, he jumped on a plane to Japan to play in the World Junior Championships. So for people who've maybe not seen this man play in the past, Steen, I mean, it's a remarkable achievement. Two finals in 2 consecutive World Tour events, the Canadian Open and now the Japan Open. And just tell us a little bit about his qualities.
First of all, he's really strong for a 19-year-old. Quick on his feet. He's got good defensive skills and not at all afraid to attack. Good variations in his attack. But the most important thing is he doesn't give a lot of free points away. You've got to earn your own points yourself. There's one thing that puzzled me. I noticed that they were both listed as having the same height, 180 centimeters, and from looking at the court, it doesn't seem like that. It seems like Chou is a little bit taller than Lanier.
Well, I was surprised by that too, because I actually had his height down at 170, which is 5'7".
Yeah.
But maybe he's grown since I got the
There's
stats.
a good chance. There's a good chance. I think he looks higher than 170. But I still have, we might get a chance to see them side by side.
Yeah.
Still have Chou as looking as the taller of them. I think there's the chance. He's looking for the chance at the net. That's really, yeah, that's necessary to be in the final of the Super 750. But it's not so often we see a 19-year-old have that awareness. Good cross smash there. And I mean, his road to this final, Lanier, that's been a road filled with former champions of World Tour tournaments. So that's really an impressive run he's got going.
Beautiful. Yeah, and just to emphasise your point, every single player that he's played against has won a World Tour title. Played against and beaten, obviously.
Well, the question mark is whether we're in a situation like the Olympic final when Victor Axelsen was interviewed on Danish TV. He said that he felt that Victor had been the best player so far in the tournament, but maybe I have something that could trouble him a little bit that none of the others have had. Perhaps that could be the same case here for Chou, that the skill package is enough to trouble Lanier. Got good defensive, good movement, a reasonably strong attack.
Good rally. Missed it. Well, for Chou Tien Chen, this is his 6th Super 750 tournament final, but he's still looking for his first title at 750 level. And were he to win, Steen, then he will become one of the elite few players. He would become the 6th player in men's singles to have won World Tour titles at all 4 levels: 300, 500, 750 and 1000.
Yeah.
That in itself would be pretty special, wouldn't it?
It would. But he's making an effort to do it. You said he was a big supporter of Japan Open. I would say he's a big supporter of all the World Tour tournaments, because he's playing a lot.
Yeah. The end of last year, he played 9 tournaments in 9 weeks. And that for a man that a little over 18 months ago, was diagnosed with having colon cancer.
Service over.
Early stages, and had an operation, returned to the World Tour as soon as he possibly could. Had a dip in form, quite understandably, but now he's back playing. He looks more eager than ever, I think.
And perhaps even better than ever.
Yeah.
I thought he looked really good at the Olympics. Lost out to Lanier, Sen, who also looked strong. In this tournament here so far, he's been flawless.
Good body smash. A super backhand from Chou Tien Chen.
Service over. 6-all.
Forced to take it very low. Lanier. Down.
Super. It's important for Lanier that he gets rewarded for his proactiveness.
7.
He's the one directing the rallies at the moment, and Chou being much more patient. That has also paid off in some of the rallies, and I think we have a battle here. Who is going to come out on top? Is it Lanier with his controlling game, or will the solidness of Chou in his defense, will that eventually give him some opportunities to score against the Frenchman?
Thank you.
Well, I was saying this man could become the youngest ever winner of a Super Series World Tour equivalent men's singles title. The current record is held by Lanier Sen, I think. Steen, unless you know differently. And I think Lanier, when he won the Indian Open 2 years ago, was 20 years, 5 months and no days old. Ooh. So I think he holds the record at the moment. Because Victor Axelsen, whilst he had been in a final when he was just 18.
It took a while before he won.
I think it was his 7th Super Series tournament final before he actually won.
No, it's Super Series finals, I think.
It was,
yeah.
In Dubai.
Came in as a substitute for Wittenhuis.
Oh, that's nice.
And won the whole thing.
8-7.
And it seems like he's been winning ever since. Nice.
He was here in Japan. Axelsen. We saw him leaving the hotel today in a taxi, and he was bringing the World Tour trophy in one of the previous days. Axelsen not ready to play.
Brilliant.
Service
From Chou
over.
Tien Chen.
I basically liked the flat push from Lanier, but Chou, he really had it covered.
All four corners at both ends of the court were explored in that rally.
9-all. No drink. Wipe the court.
It's not just his badminton, is it, this youngster from France? You know, he's got the whole sort of I'm a champion swagger sort
Exactly.
of, you know, and the hair as well, the, you know, the young, trendy look of today.
But not in sort of, you can have that in a bad way. I don't think it's a bad way. I think it's like, I'm going to do my stuff, and then we'll see how long it's going to take me. But I'm confident in myself, and yeah, he played the world #1 yesterday, and you couldn't tell if you didn't know. It might as well be Lanier who was the world #1 from the way he conducts himself.
Very well played and approved by Victoria Cow, understandably.
Service over.
That's the drop shot there.
10-9.
Reaches peak height on his own side and makes it very difficult for Lanier.
Player.
Chou doesn't want to change the shuttle.
That's a beautiful goal.
Lovely reception.
Fantastic.
11-9.
And a very well constructed rally by Chou Tien Chen. The reverse slice, straight drop, and then that little block to the net was played to perfection. 2-point advantage.
Yeah, because when you hit hard, he just lifts, and then we need to work again. A little bit more pace off, a little bit more angle on your attack, but with the follow-up. When you follow up, play to the front or play over.
20 seconds.
We need to eliminate a little bit the flat
20
ones
seconds.
because we don't get anything from the flat. Yeah. So
Yes,
when you follow up, block or over. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Stay there, Alex. Stay there now.
Change.
So, Lanier's coach
11-9.
saying you're not getting any advantage from the flat play. You've got to get it over him. Or
Yeah.
back to the net.
In the follow-ups after
Yeah.
his attack, and he also said that the power attacks is not really doing anything good for Lanier. Chou's got them covered, so they used speed to make it more difficult.
Well reached.
Service over. 10-11.
Full power.
Oh, it's well in. Always challenging.
Alex Lanier challenges. Hold in. Wipe the court, please. Wipe the court.
Good umpiring, I like that. While we're waiting for the challenge, calls the court attendants on to just mop up the perspiration from the court surface. Here we go. Yeah. Well done, line judge.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
Yeah, there's a great deal of supporters here in Japan.
over.
Chou Tien Chen, even when he was playing yesterday against Kodai Naoka, there were a lot of cheering for him as well, even though he was the home favorite he played.
Well, he is hugely popular all over the world, isn't he? I think
Play.
his attitude of, you know, putting himself on the line tournament after tournament, you know, he's a former world #2, and of course the tournament wanted him to play as world #2, and there was a lot of pressure to turn up at every tournament, and he obliged, and he very rarely puts in a bad performance.
10.
That's true.
Great athletic smash. Look at that, leaping from the base position in the centre of the court to play that round the head smash. You know, that's something I noticed in Paris, Steve, with Chou Tien Chen, who reached the quarter-final,
10.
losing out to Lakshya Sen, but I think, as you mentioned earlier, beating Naraoka
Court attendance.
in the last 16.
Court
I think he's become more attacking in his style. I thought there was a period of time where Chou went a little bit passive,
Yeah.
and there seems to be more urgency in his style of play to actually win the rally.
Yeah, it looks like he's become more
14,
tactical,
10.
astute, and sort of realizing here, okay, I don't mind letting my opponent get the first blow at it, but I'll wait for my chance, and it's going to come where at some point he was a bit too passive in that department.
It's just wrong. Yeah, so I think he's more tactically akin to the former Olympic champion, Chen Long, who used to bide his time in rallies, and then when he had an opportunity, absolutely go for it. This is a handsome lead now, 5-point advantage. He's missed it. He's missed it. Yeah,
16-10.
he's not happy with that.
And Chou is standing ready to serve. Wants to make the most of this streak.
Missed another.
That's what many statisticians put down as unforced errors. I don't think it's unforced. I think it's forced by the retrieval of Chou Tien Chen. He's got the court covered really well in this first game here. And there's all these small deceptions on his shots. And so far, Lanier in his attacks have not really been able to implement what Navishkas, the coach, suggested in the interval. It's gone home. No.
That's brilliant control. Oh, there's another challenge here.
Challenges. Hold in.
And if Lanier
Wipe the
wrong
ball.
here. He's
Wipe
got
the
no
ball.
challenges left. Chou on a run of 6 straight points at the moment. Now that's a good challenge.
Connection out. Subserver 11-17. Play.
Wow. That can only have missed by a whisker.
12-17.
Well, no challenge from this man. What a brilliant action by the French youngster.
Good comeback.
17.
3 nice points here. Very interesting now, the next couple of rallies. There was the reduced pace. Not enough.
Wow. He was doing a lot of that yesterday, wasn't he, against the world #1, Chou Tien Chen.
17.
That round-the-head cross-court smash was working extremely well.
Lanier. Take the initiative.
Incidentally, with Lanier beating Chou Tien, we're in the 4th Super 750 tournament of the year, and it's the first time that Chou Tien has lost a match in a 750, because he'd won the first 3 750 events of 2024. Well.
And Chou has lost all points since the challenge by
15,
Lanier at
17.
backcourt. Apparently, that little break was not what the man from Chinese Taipei wanted.
Yes, get ready quicker. Okay.
2 points in it now.
Missed that one as well.
1
He
point in
He
it.
looks hesitant. So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Chou looks
16,
hesitant
17.
and not sure what to do.
6 straight points for Lanier.
Play on.
Well, that's unusual. If the server wants to change the shuttle, usually
Play.
the umpire permits the change. Back level.
And Chou has totally lost pace
17.
ever since that challenge.
7 straight points.
maybe he's taking the foot off the pedal too early. Maybe he felt secure at 17-10.
Now the umpire permits a shuttle change.
17-4.
Brilliant. 8 straight points to go into the lead. Lanier.
17.
What an extraordinary comeback.
And there's not at all the same aura on Chou as when he created his big lead there, where he felt that he could cope with anything. He had everything under control, felt good about his shots. Now, when he tries to inject pace, it feels like it's panic.
A serve that
17.
lands on the back line, and 9 straight points and 2 points away from the opening game. This is absolutely extraordinary.
I would challenge that if I were Chou, just to break the rhythm.
Yeah. Extraordinary. 10 straight points, and now 3 game points
20
opportunities from
17.
10-17 down. Alex Lanier now 3 game point opportunities. Done it on a run of 11 straight points. 21-17.
21-17.
Well, that is utterly extraordinary. Just under 30 minutes for the opening game. And for a youngster to be that far down and keep their composure, that is remarkable.
Like once in a while, pressure, height.
Yeah, he's not doing anything.
He's not doing anything, and on top of that, he's actually like opening up, like a little bit more. Yes, and when he lift, like you lift, if you place to the line, then you can a little bit too soft sometimes. We let him control a little bit. Sometimes stick and go, yes, and sometimes variate a little bit more.
I feel sometimes I'm putting.
放手去打，不要想太多，对，精力集中就往前打就好。对啊，刚刚就是发球其实都有收到好球。不用，其实就是这个节奏，可能就是上面做做得很好。对，反应很好。
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
没问题，再来，重新再来。
There's a ball. Second game. Level.
So the players ready for the start of the second game. The most extraordinary comeback by Alex Lanier. Well, France in that opening game from 10-17 down, 11 straight points to close it out 21-17 against the former world number 2, Chou Tien Chen of Chinese Taipei. I'm trying to recall, Steen, have you ever seen anything like that in a men's singles final?
In a final, I'm not sure.
No, exactly.
The referee coming in.
Doesn't work.
Ah, the scorepad's not working.
No, I can't, on the top of my head, I can't recall anything in a final. There was one where Internan came back against Marin at All England.
19-11 down.
Yeah.
But that can't have been a final.
No, it wasn't the final.
Because Ratchanuk has never won the All England.
No.
Sorry, doesn't work.
Or
Please wait.
she ended up losing the match. I can't remember.
No, she won the match, I think. But it's a remarkable bunch of players France have coming into the world circuit. The Popo brothers, Lanier here, and also Arnaud Merclé.
Yeah.
The fourth musketeer, you could say. And they've come up through the youth tournaments winning. So it's not new to them winning. They used to win. And I think that's super important when you're trying to make your way into the senior circuit.
That's a lovely shot.
He's got it.
Yeah, he's the third-ranked men's singles player at the moment from France, with Thomas Junior and Christophe Popov above him. Sixth-ranked European player.
He's played perhaps a little less than the Popov brothers. I think there's not that much in between them that's come on the line. He had a bad injury 1.5 years ago or so, Alex Lanier. I think he had some back problems and maybe even had some fracture. They had to rebuild it slowly.
Good defence. Oh my goodness! What a rally! That is extraordinary.
3-1.
Absolutely brilliant. How on earth? Chou Tien Chen kept the rally going initially. But again, it shows good composure from this man, doesn't it? He didn't panic in the rally.
He didn't panic. And I think Chou was back at a good pace in that rally there. The problem is that he's got his opponent started. He's given Alex Lanier extra self-confidence.
3-1.
And he's really in a tough situation now, Chou Tien Chen. He's 1 point closer to victory than when they started the match.
4-1.
I have a feeling he should have left that serve. I think it would have gone wide of the centre line. Just long.
Service over. 2-4. Quick start. Alex, play on.
Short.
Missed it. Well, there's only been 6 players from Europe who've won the men's singles title here at the Japan Open over the years. Thomas Kihlström won the very first Japan Open 42 years ago. Morten Frost won a couple. So did Nick Yates, he won. Peter Rasmussen, Peter Gader won a couple. And of course, Victor Axelsen has won 2 as well. When you look at the list of those European names, if Lanier was to add his name to that list, that's a pretty special list of European players.
It is.
Chou, the cottage, okay? Chou. Okay. Thank you. Alex, play on.
Brilliant.
Service over.
Got Chou a little off balance on the first shot, Lanier, and Chou couldn't get the right length on his reply there. That opened up for the opportunity.
Play on.
Short again.
Overdone it. That was a super straight drop from Lanier.
6-4.
This one.
Chou, is it okay?
It was
Chou?
And that was what Noviskas, the coach, was talking about in the interval in the first game. He used the pace a little bit, played in front of Chou instead of giving him pace to work with. Shuttle pace.
Play.
It's a tough mental challenge he's giving himself, Chou. I'm not sure he's going to solve it.
Play on.
Doesn't have the flow in his game that he had in the first half of the first game. Short. Play.
7. Thank you.
I just get the sense
Thank
this
you.
is a very crucial phase of the match.
Let's done the second. Thank you.
Do you think Chou ran out of steam in the first game?
No.
No.
No, not at all. I think he lost his focus after that challenge that you mentioned.
Got a little bit too content with the lead, and then suddenly in double quick time it had gone,
Exactly.
and it was difficult to regroup. Sure.
Brilliant. Finds the line once
Set
again.
over.
Alex Lanier.
8-5.
Look at that. Just inside the line. Perfect
Okay,
placement. I know this may sound odd, Steen, but he didn't look committed on that next shot to me.
Play off.
No, or believing that it was going to succeed.
No.
At the moment, he's down 25 from the challenge. That's a good shot.
Very good shot.
Service over.
And I think he's going to have to, Chou, I think he's going to have to take a bit more initiative on the far side of the court. I don't think he can leave it all up to Lanier, as he did in the opening of some of the rallies in the first game, because I think Lanier has converted his initiative quite well.
That's a lovely shot. Oh, I think he touched the net. I think he's followed through. Lanier touched the net. It wasn't called by the umpire. I'm not sure we're going to see it again.
One of the situations where I'd like to see the service judge perhaps having that as her task, looking for the follow-through. The umpire also have to look at whether there's a block on the top of the tape or whether they're over the tape and stuff like that.
10,
So,
yeah.
7.
working together.
We've seen, in fairness, we've seen the court officials helping each other out on many occasions, and that's wonderful to see.
But I would like to see it formalized that that is the service judge's
Well, I'm not sure I agree with you there, Steen. That's inside the back line. Because supposing the service judge missed it and the umpire sees a clear violation.
She can call it. She can call it definitely.
Yeah, but then it's not formalised that it's the job of the service judge.
No, but she could call. She should be able to call it if she sees it.
Yes, I agree. Definitely. He or she.
Yeah.
start.
Yeah, good umpiring, I like that. Can't just wander off after making an error and expect your opponent to pick up the shuttle. Just 1 point the deficit now. Had been 4 points adrift earlier on in this game. Scored long with the back line.
11-9 interval.
And it means that Alex Lanier has a 2-point advantage here at the mid-game interval of the second game, having already won the first.
From your round ahead, like in between, that you play more to
20
the left.
seconds.
Yeah, not that hard.
20
Not that
seconds.
hard. Then stick as well. And then
Yes, of
when he
course.
like invites you to the flat, play more down,
Coach,
like to
don't
the
get
middle
here.
or over here. That's and the last thing.
Coach.
Softer ones to the front court
Don't
once
get
in a
here.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah, varying the height.
Coach. 11-9.
Well, it's quite obvious why he's such a good mover. Very
Play.
strong legs, Chou Tien Chen. So 11-9 as play resumes. Always going to come back in. No. Well judged by Chou Tien Chen.
Turns over. 10-11.
There's some signs that momentum is perhaps swinging back at Chou Tien Chen.
Alex, Leon.
Looking to have more flow on court.
Oh dear.
Nice double hit, wasn't it?
No, I think it was. It wasn't called.
11-all.
Let's take a look at this. Yeah, it was a double hit, definitely. So back level. 11-all in this second game. I think there's signs that this youngster from France is also feeling the pace of these matches. He's been taking his time. The umpire has been getting a little bit irritated with him, taking so much time in between points. Brilliant.
Fantastic save.
So is that. Well, Lanier is going to challenge.
Back to the court, please.
Here we go. On the line. So Chou Tien Chen
13-11.
into the lead in this second game.
9-4 up of the last 13 rallies.
Play.
defence. Oh, my goodness. Don't believe it. How on earth did Chou Tien Chen win that rally after the indecision at the back of the court?
Well, the highlight producer is not going to have trouble filling the time from this final here. He might have trouble selecting the highlights. So many extraordinary rallies.
5 straight points now for Chou Tien Chen.
Well, he's won all rallies, all points since the interval.
Thank you. Ako po.
Six straight points.
15-11.
Look at this, when he comes forward here, it's almost like a dragon chasing the shuttle.
Wipe the coach.
Let's do the jump kill there, Chou, at the net.
Lanier, check the coach.
Making the most of his athleticism.
Thank you.
Just wide. So the run of points comes to an end.
Over 12-15.
Well in. Now, sideways drift will keep the shuttle in down Chou's backhand side.
Play on. Use it. Play on.
Well, the umpire feeling that Alex Lanier is changing the shuttle purely to waste a bit more time in between rallies. That's why she's asking him to play on. Just wide. And this is awfully tight once again.
14-15.
And I suspect, Steen, that there's more self-imposed pressure
Thank you.
on Chou Tien Chen, because at the age of 34 he will realise that his number of chances left of winning a Super 750 title are diminishing, whereas this man has not been expected even to get to the final,
No.
so everything is a bonus.
Play.
It's a super backhand and a wonderful way to get back level. 15 all.
And there's the same look on Chou as there was in the first game once Lanier staged a bit of a comeback. Very, very small steps. He always does that, but they seem to be smaller and slower. And I think you might be right, Joe. I think maybe the expectations, the self-imposed expectations is getting to him.
Always heavy on the shoulders, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the next exchange? Challenge here from Lanier.
Challenges. Hold out.
Well, the line judge was a little bit slow to react,
Yeah.
and that always unsettles the players. Here we go. It was a good call by the line judge, though. So he's got no challenges left.
Service over. 16-15. Play.
That's a lovely tumble
That's
net
over.
shot.
16 all.
16 all. As the match clock just ticks over the hour mark.
Five small points to either win the tournament or force a decider.
Yeah, great defence too. Brilliant rally.
Service over.
One could tell that both players were sensing
17,
just how important
16.
that rally might prove to be. Huge effort on the defence there from Chou Tien Chen. Yeah,
Check the ball.
and a little sign of frustration from Lanier.
Thank you.
I wonder whether that smash from Chou may have gone wide.
Thank you. 17-16. Play.
I don't believe that. Wow. Chou Tien Chen got back an net cord.
16.
Look at this. Look at this. How on earth did he do that? That is simply extraordinary. That could just churn the momentum of this final. 3-point advantage now for Chou Tien Chen, and just 2 points away from taking this second game and forcing a decider. It's long.
Service over. 17-19. Change.
Oh, it's gone wide. Very badly deflected by the net cord. That attempted lift turned into a net shot, but well wide of the centre of the court. 1 point in it. 18-19. Huge point. It's 19 all. Will it be a match point or a game point? This next rally to answer that question.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 19 all. Okay. Okay, on board.
French coach emotionally so invested in this match. What a reaction after that rally. That is a sensational shot.
Service over. 20, game point, 19.
Game point opportunity for Chou Tien Chen to level this men's singles final at 1 game apiece.
Oh, that's fantastic play by Lanier.
Service over.
He took his chance, taking it early at the net.
20
My goodness,
all.
that paid dividends.
Next, on board.
20 all. And extra points required until there's a clear 2-point winning margin. What a final. Don't believe it. Oh, and Chou Tien Chen. A misses on what appeared to be
21.
one of the easier shots within the rally. So having just survived a game point, Alex Lanier of France now has a match point opportunity. An opportunity to become the youngest ever winner of a men's singles title at a Super Series or World Tour equivalent event. On the brink of history. Wide, and history has been made. Alex Lanier of France wins his first ever World Tour title, and it's at 750 level, and in doing so becomes the youngest ever winner of a Super Series or World Tour equivalent men's singles title. Sporting, as always, from Chou Tien Chen, congratulates his opponents. And a new star is born in the world of badminton. Absolutely extraordinary. From the 19-year-old from France.
He's shaking his head, he can't believe it himself.
Match won by Alex Lanier.
An hour and 9 minutes of thrilling, fascinating.
Quelle semaine les Français, putain, let's go!
22-20 in the second game, having won the first from a 10-17 deficit. Promptly won 11 straight points to close out the opening game, 21-17. Well, there is confirmation of that scoreline. 21-17, 22-20. And Alex Lanier of France has made a huge statement in world badminton. This, the final rally, the defensive shot on the backhand played cross court, and it forced the error from Chou Tien Chen. Amazing performance all week from Lanier. Just extraordinary. You're right, Steve, he can hardly believe it. A little shake of the head. What has just happened? His second consecutive World Tour tournament final in a calendar year, and he's gone one better than he did in Canada, which was a 500 event.
He came here early last week to practice with the Japanese national team together with McLeod. Now he sits here, winner of the tournament.
Amazing.
We'll begin the victory ceremony for men's singles. Please welcome the finalists.
So both players are invited to come forwards for the prize presentation. For a second time, 2 years after the first, Chou Tien Chen has to settle for second best here at the Japan Open. But a new star in the world of men's singles, Alex Lanier of France, has won his first ever World Tour tournament title. 在日代表兼 CEO カリン・コリン様です。
Congratulations!
おめでとうございます。カリンコル様、ありがとうございました。
We now invite Mr. Yasuyoshi Asakura, Vice President, Nippon Badminton Association, to present the medals.
続いてメダルの贈呈です。プレゼンターは公益財団法人日本バドミントン協会副会長朝倉康義様です。
Medals presented by Mr. Shinichi Yamiyama, President of Yonex Japan. What a moment
Congratulations!
for the 19-year-old from France, Alex Lanier.
Presenting the trophy, we invite Mr. Mitsuru Murai, President, Nippon Badminton Association.
続いて優勝トロフィーの贈呈です。プレゼンターは公益財団法人日本バドミントン協会村井充会長です。
Congratulations!
おめでとうございます。村井会長、ありがとうございました。
We now move on to photo session with the presenters.
続いてフォトセッションです。
Prize presenters, thank you very much. Finalists, please stay for the players only photo.
プレゼンターの皆様、ありがとうございました。続いて選手のみのフォトセッションです。
Oh, that's a lovely moment by Chou Tien Chen. And no doubt about it, Steve, you were mentioning earlier that you thought that Chou was considerably taller.
Thank you very
He
much.
certainly
And
is,
next,
isn't he?
champion only photo.
But isn't that wonderful sportsmanship, as always, from Chou Tien Chen?
Thank you very much. Congratulations to both players.
男子シングルスの両選手、おめでとうございま
Once
す。
his coach with him on the podium, the photographs that will be whizzing their way around the world after this
For
victory
now,
here
the
in
winner will make
Yokohama.
a victory run for men's singles from France, Alex Lanier. それではこれより見事男子シングルスを制しました
So, the young Frenchman
選手がウィーニングランを行います
goes on his lap of
拍手で
honour.
お迎えください
Still full of running. Well, coming up next, we have the mixed doubles final and the two left-handers from Hong Kong, China, Tang Chun-man and Si Ying Suet, up against a pair very much in form. They've won their last two tournaments, Jiang Zhengbang and Wei Yaxin of China. Welcome back to finals day here in Yokohama at the Daihatsu Japan Open. Third final is about to happen, and it's mixed doubles, and it's Tang Chun Man and Si Ying Sweat looking for their first